Hello and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry, and today we are going to finish working on or continue working on the projects that I started on National Scrapbook Day on Saturday. Close to my heart had a huge 12-hour live stream across all platforms with Asia and Australia and Canada and the United States, and everybody was basically doing National Scrapbooking Day all together, and it was so much fun. I haven't done that in so long. But they give you a list of instructions with a product bundle that you buy ahead of time. And I was working on the scrapbooking, the actual scrapbooking pages layouts, and I made a left-hand turn and started stitching on my layouts, which if you've watched my videos in the past, you know that I love stitching on my layouts. But because I stitched on my layouts, it meant that I fell behind on the other projects. So I spent yesterday working again on these same projects. I have a few more. I have 2 more scrapbooking layouts to do and all of the cards from the weekend. And 2 of the cards that I made are bottles of hand sanitizer that said "Spread Joy, Not Germs." The other card says I survived the TP crisis of 2020. Super cute. Now the other card, and I am following the instructions that they give us, the other card has kicked my hiney. This is the cutest card ever. I love it. But it uses a technique, a couple of techniques that I personally struggle with. I struggle with diagonals. I struggle with getting it proper and lined up and geometric and all that good stuff. So some of it is correct and some of it is smaller where I've had to trim out mistakes and whatnot. And it just doesn't look as good as the original. The second technique that they use is large dovetails, which I can't do a dovetail to save my life. Dovetails and bows are my nemesis. Just have never been able to do them. So I'm kind of kicking myself in the hiney for even trying this card and cutting out the pages or cutting out the paper for these cards when I know it is something that I struggle with. So I kind of feel like I wasted the cuts, but I'm going to put these in my scrap bin and hopefully I can either use them on a different card or I can use them in a layout or something of that nature. So I'm going to put these in my scrap bin so they don't get wasted. What we're going to do today is I'm going to rework this card into something that I like but is within my skill set, because obviously diagonals and I don't get along. What I love about this card is I have 2 graduates and a birthday girl who are not going to be able to do any of their plans because of the coronavirus lockdown, isolation, whatever you want to call it. Their plans have just been shot to shoot and it's not going to work. So I'm going to make 2 graduation cards and 1 birthday / sorry, your cruise got screwed up because Amy and I were actually supposed to leave Friday. Actually, yeah, we were supposed to leave Friday to get on a ship to sail to Alaska, and obviously we're not going to be on that ship. And it was also a / birthday celebration girls trip, that type of thing. And we're just not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to make a card for her, and I'm going to make a card or 2 cards for graduates, and we'll just see what we do from there. You're going to ride along with me. So we're going to start off with a base card of Bluebird. The base card of Bluebird is cut at 5 1/4 times 4 inches. We're going to do a candy apple matte that is cut at 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then we're going to do a sentiment in white daisy at 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then I'm going to be using some bits and pieces from other cards that I cut into flags, and these size flags I can do easily because I have my little flag punch. And the pieces and parts come out of this stuff here that I'm still working on for other cards. So we're going to put these, actually we're going to put these away real fast. And we're going to start off with the bases. I'm using a couple of stamp sets. I am using the September. I actually don't know what month this was. It's a stamp of the month that I received with one of my orders. I don't know what month it was. And then I'm also using Face Palm. I don't know if it's still available. And the stamp set that came with the kit that I'm playing with. Because I'm no longer a consultant, I have no idea if this stuff is retired, active. I don't know. I don't know. What was the one that I wanted to use on here? Oh, that one. Okay. So we're going to start off with the balloons. I've just got a little basket of different blocks that I've been playing with. I'm using the reverse side of Bluebird. I'm just going to put the block on. And I'm going to be using clear embossing powder, my embossing pillow, my Versamark ink. I'll put these over here so they're out of the way. And then my tweezers, a little spoon, and I'm going to plug in my heat gun. And the cat's out of the room, so I can leave this unopened. So the first thing we're going to do is grab our pillow. This is stuff that I always forget. And then I'm just going to be random stamping the balloons. Okay, and then within that, I've got this little oh no stamp that I'm just gonna kind of around it. Actually, I might be able to do that better just like this. And this is where a large tub of embossing powder just comes in very handy. Because it gives you a little bit more room. Okay, so let me I'm going to go off to the side real fast and heat this up. Okay, so that was the birthday one. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's just clear embossed, so it almost looks like a little watermark. So that is the birthday one. I'm going to set this one up a little bit, clean my stamp, and then next I'm going to grab this little graduation cap. I have no idea what stamp it came off of or anything of that nature. I just know it's cute. So again, we're going to, oh, here it is. And we're just going to start random stamping. Graduation caps and oh no's. Now this is just a piece of Swiffer that I'm getting the embossing powder off my work surface. So again, you can see just a little bit of a watermark feature. So we're going to do the last one. And I'm going to do the oh no first, because then I can put the caps around it. And remember, random stamping, you can do whatever you need to do because part of it's going to be covered up. Okay. Okay. I had to check my orientation. So I was like, wait a minute, I measured all this stuff before I started. So this stamp says, sorry Corona ruined your, and then you put in what it ruined. And I've got birthday. Where is, yeah, there's birthday. You guys are going to get to see me try and put these together. It could work. We'll see. So anyway, this could either be really good or really bad. So we're going to do sorry Corona ruined your. Let those dry for a second. Clean me stamp. This one's going to be easy, so I'll do this one first. I really wish they had a graduation in this font, but we'll see. I might be able to fake it till you make it. So what we're going to do next is take a very light pencil . One that can be erased. And then we are going to get the red stamp pad. Another way. And I'm going to move everything out of my way that doesn't need to be here, just in case I decide to make a boo-boo. Okay. And this is going to be painstaking, so I may start it and then speed it up or do something. I don't know. We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. You know what? It's only paper. I can redo it 100 times till I get it right. But you know what I think I'm going to do is anchor it. G. And yes, the smarter thing would probably be to do these at the same time, but I don't do this font often enough to be comfortable with that. And as you can tell, I've got it spelled out over here. So that hopefully I don't make a spelling error. This stamp set is from Concord and Ninth. It's called Perfectly Pinned. I actually bought it to do envelopes for special occasions, and figured out very quickly that I was not going to be doing addressing of envelopes this way. Because I wasn't going to be that crazy. And you just take your time. It is the slowest way possible to do anything, but take your time. Okay. So there it is. I'm going to let it dry thoroughly, and then I will erase that line and do the hearts underneath. And then I may shorten this because I actually made it bigger to accommodate the fonts. So I may actually trim this down when I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera for a second, do the second one, and then I'll come back in. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to take my handy dandy sand eraser and just very gently get rid of this line. Okay, so the next step is there's a line right here that needs to go under the words. And because I don't know if I've got this on correctly, I'm doing a test stamp. I do, okay. Oh, I hate when I do that. And as you can tell, it's not the first time. And then the next step, and it's supposed to be in red, but because I made the sentiment in red, I may make it in blue to help bring in the blue of the background. So we have these little hearts, and then this little heart, and there's little hearts again. Okay. Just like that. Now the graduation and the birthday are slightly off center, but you know what? It is a handmade card. It is what it is. The people getting these cards know me well, and they're just going to like the fact that everything is spelled correctly. just put these up real fast before I lose them. I think I'm gonna, yep, I am. We're gonna go ahead and use foam tape to pop these up. Now the fun part, I think I'll do this one first, is the birthday, because I don't want to get the wrong background on the wrong stamps. And I'm going to just use some score tape, because these will be going in the mail. And I do not like when I receive a card or send a card and find out that the pieces fell apart because of the heat. So I love using score tape to make sure that my pieces are not going to fall apart. Okay, I'm going to pull those off to the side so I don't accidentally put the wrong ones on the wrong backing. So I have a pre-made card base. This card base I made using Nina White Crest cover cardstock in the 80 pound. And it is cut to an A2 size, which is 4.5 by 5.5. So just a really simple card base. I went ahead and put my name on the back of it. This is a stamp that I had custom made for me. I just got it off of eBay. It did take a while because I ordered it from Singapore, but it was worth it. Because now my friends and family know that this card came from me. That I handmade it. And I'm thinking before I put that down, I'm going to do these first and then put it all down together. So yeah, like that. Oh, I like the clean lines of that. I was wondering if I should distress it So there is card 1. Let me work on the other 2. I'll go ahead and put the score tape down on these 2. Lay it down. It's trying to fall over because it's top heavy. I haven't put the insert in yet. Okay, so for these 2 flags out, so I won't forget the flags. I'm going to do that one there. And then that one there and that one there. I almost did that backwards. Okay. Ooh, that was bad. I just realized that one was upside down, so I had to look at the other one real fast. Now the very last thing that I'm going to do to kind of add a bit of shimmer is I'm going to take the shimmer brush from Close to My Heart and I'm going to add just a little bit of shimmer to that center heart. And this will dry completely clear, but add just a little bit of something to the card without being overpowering. And here we go. Here is the finished product. This is the original design from Close to My Heart that was giving me so much grief, and I just, for some reason, I could not wrap my brain around it. And here is the revamped version that I will be sending out to friends and family that have got events coming up that are just not going to happen because of the corona. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this revamp. Until next time, I know you have 101 different things that you could be doing. And I am so, so thankful that you choose to spend just a few minutes of your day with me. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.